It is the Heist show that everyone is talking about right now, and part of the reason is that you can watch episodes of Kaleidoscope in any order. What was it like to be part of this unconventional series? I sat down with the show's star, Giancarlo Esposito, coming up.
There's no such thing as an unbeatable vault. That's why they're proof, shock-proof, and thief-proof.
Clearly, you can tell I love Kaleidoscope. Watched it nonstop. I'd never binge anything. And I didn't realize, even though they do give the little caveat in the beginning that you can watch this in a random order, but I just kept going next episode, next episode, next episode, realizing at a certain point that, okay, this is out of sequential order. But I'm told there are different ways you can watch Kaleidoscope.
What I love about this show is that our desire for order is scrambled. There is no order, and it creates a world where all the connective tissue leads to Rome. One road leads to Rome. So this particular show, because of the character connections and because of it spanning 25 years, you're able to follow each character and get invested in their time before, during, and after the heist. It's an interesting show to put together. For me, I had to look at it like I was doing a stage play, to know all the facts and then let them go. It was the moment that I had all 8 scripts, blue, orange, violet, red, white, laid out on a table, because I wanted to know how it connected.
Have you ever done anything like this?
I've never done anything like this. The first episode they gave me was blue, and I had read blue and yellow, and I was fascinated. I was particularly fascinated about how I would be able to, and the whole cast, be able to chart their time in space. But when you're in a space that is inclusive of your youth, your middle age, and your old age, wow, that's a different space. So the reminder for an actor is, okay, now I'm 17 years before the event. The wonderful thing about this piece, I'm 6 days after the heist. So how should you feel after you pulled off something you've been planning your whole life to do? Leo is a master thief. He is the mastermind. He's figured out how to have this happen seamlessly. I find this particular story to be fantastic, so well written by Eric Garcia and so well executed by Netflix and their team. Russell Fine, one of our directors, Everardo Gout, Robert Townsend.
Because you have multiple directors for the different episodes.
For every 2, which is the other reason why an actor needs to know everything. Because a new director comes in with great ideas visually and may have read all 8, may not have read all 8. And you need to be a collaborator in informing them, okay, I think I'd be here. But for Leo Papp, previously Ray Vernon, there's a family connection. So this story is about misconnections, about missing the growth of your child. Leo has a little girl in this, about becoming your parents, or your child becoming very much like you.
What's the advantage to having multiple directors? Why not have the continuity of one director doing all episodes?
New ideas, a different visual style. I believe that on Kaleidoscope, our directors really lent to making individual movies with each episode. And so the chosen episodes that were together had some correlation, but also gave the ability for each director to come in to have the ability to extend their vision across 2 episodes. So I would imagine Netflix is very smart in how they designed it. You don't want just one vision through the whole piece, because it then begins to maybe lose a little excitement. And when you have a new director come in with a new idea, it shakes things up a little bit. I had great challenges in this, in that I had physical things I had to do that were really exciting. And to me, having to be in water, I'm a swimmer, and having to do actions in water that you would not normally do, but through the circumstance of the show, having to be 40 feet underwater and perform a task without a mask or air was really pretty exciting. And the idea of being a thief, to me, was exciting. You know, I remember feeling like I had to figure out how close I could get to someone in an airport without them knowing I was there. And so I've toyed with that concept before, but in real life, it's real.
You said you believe there are 5,000 different ways to watch. Do you think that there's a best way to watch?
So interesting you say that. So for me, I think the best way is to watch is how your imagination guides you to want to know. People would imagine that the chronological order would be the event that affects Leo to put him in blue behind bars. So that seems to be a natural order. You do something, you're judged, you're locked up, and then you've got to move on from there. So when people refer to some kind of chronological order, in my imagination, it's the order of the time. But you know, nothing like this has ever been done, and it's very exciting to be a part of it because I think it gives the audience power to be able to choose creatively how they want to watch it and then go back and watch it again.
This is gonna take a lot of work.
We move now. Or we forget about it forever.
What is it about? I mean, the story of the heist is like, we've seen it so many times, but why do you think that we're still drawn in?
Because if we're doing it right, there's something that you said earlier to me, which I agree with. And I was very careful in portraying this character because I wanted him to be a good leader. And I wanted him to have integrity behind what he did. And I wanted him to be someone who cared for human life. What is it that makes this different? And what do we still love about a heist is that you want that part of Leo in this time period is an everyman. I want the everyman to win. I want the guy who's struggling with his identity, struggling with making ends meet, struggling with raising his kids. I want that person to win.
Let's go.
And you can stream all the episodes of Kaleidoscope in whichever order you choose on Netflix right now.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.